The mystery deepening. A fire and former Zappos CEO Tony Hsieh dying from smoke inhalation. And today, a look at the damage. These pictures from the dailymail.com showing no damage to the front of the home. And in the back, the storage unit where the first responders found the billionaire entrepreneur trapped, also no major damage. The only sign of a fire, darkening on the top corner of one of the doors.
We reported a fire in the building. One person stuck inside.
The fire happened in the early morning hours of November 18th. And according to police, Hsieh was locked inside that storage area at the back of the home when firefighters arrived.
The male is barricaded inside. He's not answering the door. Everyone else is outside the house. They're trying to get him to open up.
You had a report of a person trapped. You make sure our paramedics responding.
Hsieh was rushed to a hospital with severe injuries before being transferred to a burn center. The medical examiner ruling his death an accident, attributing his death to smoke inhalation. The cause of the fire still under investigation. Hsieh was known as the most unconventional boss in America, living in a 240-square-foot trailer in downtown Las Vegas with his pet alpaca, Marley. Giving a tour to ABC's Rebecca Jarvis, the Zappos headquarters just blocks away. In 2009, the Harvard grad sold the online shoe retailer to Amazon for $1.2 billion, but remained on as CEO until this past August. His longtime friend, Amanda Slavin, said she saw him 3 weeks ago, just 1 week before he died.
Tonight, we're remembering a tech pioneer. Tony Hsieh revolutionized online shoe shopping with his retail site Zappos and spent millions working to revitalize Las Vegas. Hsieh had recently retired from the company. He'd been injured in a house fire and was with family when he died yesterday at age 46.
Connecticut. Now, police and fire responded to a house fire with a person trapped inside on November 18th. They say Hsieh was locked inside a storage area with smoke coming out the back of the residence, and they were unable to get him out right away. Now, crews forced their way into that storage area and got Hsieh out. He was transported to the hospital, but passed away nearly 10 days later from his injuries. Now, the Connecticut medical examiner today said Hsieh died of complications of smoke inhalation, and his death was ruled an accident. People have talked about Tony Hsieh's extraordinary vision when it comes to redeveloping downtown.
Just knowing that Container Park obviously wouldn't be here without his vision, and that we want to be able to carry on his dream and his vision as best as possible.
And the investigation into the deadly house fire continues. Tony Hsieh was just 46.
This morning we are learning more about that fire, but these new details creating more questions than answers.
This morning, questions swirling in the mysterious death of billionaire former Zappos CEO Tony Hsieh. The 46-year-old died on Friday from injuries sustained in a house fire while visiting family in Connecticut.
We reported a fire in the building. One person stuck inside.
The fire happened more than a week before in the early morning hours of November 18th. According to police, Hsieh was locked inside a storage area at the back of the home when firefighters arrived. First responders initially radioing someone was barricaded inside.
The male is barricaded inside. He's not answering the door. Everyone else is outside the house. They're trying to get him to open up.
Minutes later, radioing the person was trapped.
You had a report of a person trapped. You make sure our paramedics responding.
He was rushed to a hospital with severe injuries before being transferred to a burn center. The medical examiner attributing his death to smoke inhalation. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
You are definitely different than your typical billionaire CEO.
I care a lot more about experiences than stuff.
Amazon's Jeff Bezos paying tribute to Hsieh on Instagram, writing, "Your curiosity, vision, and relentless focus on customers leave an indelible mark." Friends say one goal drove him.
Whether it was selling shoes, whether it was rebuilding a city, whether it was tiny houses, he was always following this obsessive thread of making other people happy.
And his family releasing a statement overnight telling us, "We are deeply grateful for the outpouring of love and respect shown in the wake of Tony's passing. We hope to carry on his legacy by spreading the tenets he lived by, finding joy through meaningful life experiences, inspiring and helping others, and most of all, delivering happiness."
The Las Vegas community is paying tribute to Tony Hsieh. At the age of 46, the retired Zappos CEO and visionary passed away peacefully yesterday, surrounded by family. Tonight, venues along Fremont Street are featuring messages through their marquees, hotel screens, and the Fremont Street Experiences Canopy Memorial. Hsieh is credited with building one of the most innovative shoe and fashion companies in modern history. And as many of us here in the Valley know, he played a major role in the redevelopment of downtown Las Vegas. For years, he worked to redevelop and recreate downtown Las Vegas. He pledged $350 million for redevelopment in 2013. Business owners say Hsieh's investment brought life back into downtown.
Made it safer, made it more accessible, and helped small businesses thrive in an otherwise very corporate city.
He made an affordable way for people like me to be able to have an actual storefront.
Those throughout the Las Vegas community say they're grateful for the impact he made.
Now people all around the world know how great of a place it is, and more businesses are moving here, more and more people, because of what he helped to get started.